This is going to be an NBA edition, and in this NBA edition, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, we know that they just won the NBA championship, and we're sort of in the what's next for the LA Lakers. Every day, I keep reading that there's another superstar that's supposed to be linked to coming to the Los Angeles Lakers. Anthony Davis opted out of his contract. Rajon Rondo opted out of his contract. Now, I can only imagine that both of those dudes both did that just so that they could sign a long-term contract with the Lakers. I don't know so much about Rondo. He'll probably get another little nothing contract, but compared to what some of these NBA players are making, what Rondo is going to be making is nothing. So the first reports that I was reading were that they were going to try to get Derrick Rose. There's a problem with that. The same problem that lies with the next thing. Are the Lakers going to try to get Chris Paul? Now, if you remember, when Chris Paul got traded to the Clippers, he was supposed to get traded to the Lakers first, but the trade got vetoed. So now it would just be ironic if only like a decade later, he actually gets traded to the Lakers. But my more important question is, what do the Lakers have to offer? Because now I went looking online, and of course you're going to go digging and see what you can get. The Lakers have no first round and no second round pick in this upcoming draft. So what do they have that they could potentially offer a team like the Pistons for Derrick Rose or the OKC Thunder for Chris Paul? Now, I get it that Chris Paul is more expensive. They would probably be willing to get rid of him for a little bit less because it's going to free up a lot of cap space. But OKC isn't a free agent destination anyway, so they may want to hold on to Chris Paul as long as they can because, hey, look at what he did with the OKC Thunder. They've looked fantastic with him. So the reality of Chris Paul actually coming to the Lakers, I don't think is a real thing. I think it's more likely that they could get someone like Derrick Rose. What's Derrick Rose going to give you? Is he going to give you 30 minutes a game? Probably not. He'll probably average somewhere between 20 and 25 minutes a game. And if he can give you 20 points, that's fantastic, especially since Rondo has like no offensive game. He's more so known for his passing than he is for his shooting. The Lakers are going to have to pay AD. They're going to have to pay Rondo if they plan on keeping him. LeBron's a free agent after next year. He's making like $39 million this upcoming season. So how much money are they actually going to have to spend? Now, I understand why they gave up what they gave up to get AD. Ultimately, that first round pick that they traded to New Orleans, they won the championship. And in LA, that's the ultimate goal. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you're a Lakers fan, you expect to win the championship. Who will the Lakers actually get? Now, I understand with all of these reports, everything is reports and everything is speculation, and we're in the beginning of the free agency period. I think that the Derrick Rose thing is far more likely, and they're probably going to have to give up someone like Kyle Kuzma to get him with like a future second round pick. I just don't know if that's going to be enough of an enticing offer for a team like the Pistons to trade for him. And I don't even know if the Lakers would go for that and want to trade Kuzma. And this is most certainly not the most talented team that LeBron has brought to a finals and won a championship with. Next year, this is going to be a different story. So I don't think that this particular team, the way that it's constructed, is going to win. They're going to need another third scorer. So this way, if LeBron has an off game or AD has an off game, they have this third person to come in and step in and fill the role. Especially when AD kept finding himself in foul trouble because the teams were just attacking him. Now granted, he's a great defensive player, and that's no slight on his game, but if he does get into foul trouble, now instead of having two superstars, you're down to one. I just don't think that Chris Paul is going to be the answer. Probably they're going to end up with someone like Derrick Rose. I wouldn't even be all that surprised if they traded for someone like James Harden, if they could find a way to make that happen. Now that they fired their GM, I can only imagine that it's going to be either James Harden or Russell Westbrook who are going to be out in Houston. So if they could hold off and try to get one of them, I would lean more so for Harden than Westbrook. Westbrook just does not do good in the playoffs. The cheapest guy probably on this deal will end up being Derrick Rose, especially when there's free agents like Kyle Korver. Now, he hasn't decided whether or not he's going to retire, but him as a free agent and him coming off the bench and actually being able to shoot free throws and hit three-pointers is going to be something critical because we saw what Danny Green did this postseason. Now, I understand that he was probably hurt, and that's why he was missing some of the big shots that he was normally clutch with. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Raw Sports Talk. Follow me on Twitter at Raw Sports Talk 1. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. I'm out.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it.